John here. It is April the 16th today. Yesterday I caught my first swarm here in southern Illinois. It came from my own bee yard. I'd opened the hives a day earlier and I noticed one of them had some capped queen cells, so I knew that any moment it would swarm, and the next day that it did. And you'll see in the video where it went. It was quite a challenge. I probably would have not even messed with it. But because last year I had put a bee weaver queen in with this hive that saved it, and it made it through the winter fine, I really was wanting that bee weaver queen and not letting her leave my homestead here. So anyway, I made an attempt. I got some help from a friend. He did some filming for me, and we went through the process of catching a swarm. You have to watch it and see what you think. It was pretty exciting, the hardest one I've ever done. First swarm of the year I've seen here in southern Illinois. It's from my own bees, I believe. And it's 35 feet up in the tree. Terrible, terrible, terrible. 45 feet up.
At least, maybe 100. We're not real sure. This is Mark Epperson here with John Karcher. First swarm catch attempt of 2021. Attempting to do something that's never been done before without a bucket truck. To capture a swarm of bees that is 45 feet
How close am I, Mark?
in the air. You're getting close. You're probably within, I'm gonna guess, 6-8 feet.
How about now?
Now you're probably within 3 feet or so. You're very close. A little more.
Do you see which way my hook is turned?
It's kind of hard to tell from here. Yeah. Up a little higher. You're on a little limb right below the one the hive's on, or the swarm.
I can't tell which way my hook is.
Yeah, I can't either, honestly. I can't see it.
Now can you?
I think you're okay there. I think. Oh yeah, there it is. Bees everywhere. Now we're looking for the queen. Do you see the queen, John?
No.
No queen.
How many bees are still up there?
Well, not very many.
Not many are on the ground here.
Well, no. Looked like some of them flew off. You've got some bees on you.
I don't want to step on her, the thing.
No. She could be on the ground anywhere, I guess. On the ladder?
It could be anywhere. I got stung twice.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Should I put my headgear on at this point, John, or am I safe?
Probably ought to.
Should I?
Yeah.
It feels like it.
You can stop it for a bit.
Okay. All right. Time to regroup.
Come up.
All right. We found the queen. By me, I mean
It's
John.
hard to believe it, but here's the damn queen. And she was on the side of the box. I figured she'd be out in the grass. But here she is. She's a little tiny queen. And there she is right there, folks. See her? Can you see that?
Wow.
Now I'm going to put her in here.
So she's in the box.
And we'll see now. Look her here, Mark. They're already fanning.
They're already coming in, aren't they?
Come up close to this. See them? They're all lined up.
They're lining
there,
up.
and They're fanning because they smell the queen, and she actually is in here from 45 feet up in the air.
Wow. You did it.
Yanked her down.
You did it.
5 o'clock or so, 5:30 by now. Cold, gonna be cold tonight. and they may actually go in here.
They said it couldn't be done, John. But you did it.
I'm going to go get a couple more bars and put on there. Close that up a little more. I do have a little bit of comb in there so that they may draw to that. And like I say, it's going to be 39 tonight. I think it'd be a lot better in this box than up in that tree.
Well, the queen's in there. So everything's set up for him to go to that box. 45 feet, a world record.
It very well could be.
It probably is. Let's just say it is.
Just step back, Mark, and look at it one more time up there.
Yes.
And you got bees all over you.
I'm sure I do. I can't believe I haven't been stung on the hand yet. I'm going to. I got to get back where I can see. Okay, so here we are. We're back. Let's go up the tree here. Still bees swarming. But eventually they'll work their way down to the box where the queen is. Okay, back to live bee action. John has some words he'd like to say.
Folks,
What do we got here, John?
I think it's going to be okay. Again, it's late in the evening. Probably what, 5:30?
Probably.
And I know the bees. There's still some up in the tree, but they're fanning really good. We know the queen's inside, and I'm going to leave this cracked open here for the next 30 minutes and see if they'll come down and go in. And I'll end up closing this hive up and plugging it, and I'll put some screens here so they can have a little bit of ventilation. And I'll leave them in there if they go in there overnight, and then tomorrow I'll go put them in a new hive at a different location, because I can't put them here because they would fly back to their old home, some of them. So that's why I need to get it 5 miles away. So I'm going to leave it alone here for a little bit. I'd like to thank Mark for giving me a hand here. Couldn't have done it without him.
Thank you, John.
And I'll let you know what happens.
I just feel like I should get stung to get the full bee experience.
Come here and you can probably.
But yeah, it scares me a little bit. You're covered in bees, John. Covered in them.
How's that?
Not really very good. Still covered in them. Yeah.
Well, I'll just try to back
Wow.
out of here.
They are swarming like crazy, headed for the queen.
All right.
Okay, now we wait.
They're all over your back too.
Are they?
Here, let me give you.
Here you go. Take a look.
Here's my helper. He's covered in bees also. Thanks once again, Mark.
You're welcome. Virgin experience for me. Been the
Amazing.
greatest day of my life.
And you'll see here, we keep saying 35, 45 feet up in the tree. I truly believe I was on a 12-foot ladder with a 35-foot hot stick, and as you see in there, it's still hanging a couple feet above the ladder. So I would have to almost guess 49 feet to 50 feet is how tall this swarm was up in the tree. So quite amazed and blessed to be able to even catch it. And I hived it today. Put it in a hive that I have about 5 miles from here. So I really think they seem to be doing fine. They're already building some comb. Had a little bit of comb built in the little swarm box I have, a little carrier box, and I think they're going to make it, hopefully. The only problem was I only caught about half of the swarm. It looks like there was still some left in the tree this morning. It was so cold in the evenings that the bees started clustering up, and a third to half of them never did make it back down, even when I shook the limbs several times. Some of them stayed up in the tree 50 feet up. They could not maybe smell the queen down on the ground in the box. So would have loved to catch the whole swarm, but I got at least a little over half, and I think there's enough there to start a new hive.